Welcome back to Bangerz and Mash. This week we're going diving to hell. No, today we're doing a little game called Helldivers. It's made by Arrowhead Studios. They also made a game called Magica, and it was published by Sony. It came out March 15th, 2000 or March 2015 for PS3 and PS4, and a later release on Steam in December. It's a twin-stick isometric shooter. It's a game that I've been waiting for a while. It has most of the elements of a 1997 Starship Troopers, which is really badass.
Yeah, it's totally banging ass. I mean, you'll be excited to know that this game, it's a 4-player couch co-op. You are able to play solo, but this is really difficult. The whole game is fucking difficult. I mean, I found 2 players was the best way to be the most comfortable with this game. Any more characters, it's hectic, and you may ask yourself why. And that's because this game has friendly fire, and when you have 4 players all gunning shit down, bullets flying everywhere, the likelihood to catch a stray bullet's pretty damn high.
Take out your team members.
yeah, I found using special weapons and objective gear in this game was hard. You have to input this code using the D-pad for the PS3 and the PS4. These combos do get easier as you do them more, but it's one of those cases of the more you play, the more you'll become used to it. It is challenging at first, though.
Yeah, so players in the game need to work on coordinating actions, and that's the only way to really be successful. You're assigned to missions depending on the level and the difficulty of each planet you choose. Some planets are easy, and it becomes really relentless the further you go. Some contain bosses. There's 3 different alien races. There's bugs, there's illuminants, and there's cyborgs. They have numerous planets to choose from, each with individual missions to accomplish. However, the objectives do start to get repetitive.
Yeah, they definitely do. Alright, so there is no real class system in the game. You can basically choose from a bunch of different weapons and outfits and unlock a bunch through gaining experience. You collect these mineral samples on the planets also. The Helldivers it doesn't really have a bad leveling system overall, I guess. We found that if you don't have the mechs though, that you can unlock and upgrade with those experience minerals. Basically the game's hard, but once you do get a mech, or at least have one person that has a mech, you can have that person be the heavy weapon guy while your other guy runs around, does all the missions. You need a mech to make the game play seamlessly, it seems.
Yeah, it worked well for us.
Yeah.
So along with weapons, there's these things called stratagems. There's a wide variety of them. They include vehicles, weapons, health, many other useful items.
The mechs we were talking about.
The mechs are a stratagem. If you die, your partner can toss a stratagem, which respawns after a few seconds. Everything that you type in onto your D-pad comes down from the air, and it does have the ability to kill enemies, but it can also kill you or someone else if there's 4 players going on. Some of the stratagems have cooldowns. Their times can be really up and down. At the end of every level, you have to activate a drop zone, and same thing, 90 seconds before you can get picked up. You have to kind of fight. You have to fight until you can finally leave. The drop ships can land on you. It's actually pretty funny the first couple times, so you just have to be prepared.
Yeah, the game has a very easy drop in and out matchmaking system. Didn't have any problems at all finding people. It felt like it could have been a godlike game though, if you did have a person versus person system in this game. I mean, battling aliens is fun and all, but really to match up against some other people would be fun. But I mean, I guess you can't always get what you want, right? That aside, though, the game is fun. It's a couch co-op, like we said, and nowadays there sure isn't a lot of split screen or couch games, so it is a breath of fresh air. So, we talked about Helldivers and all its alien killing awesomeness. I guess it's time to see what you think of it.
Well, my pros would be, it's not your basic cookie cutter, top down. It takes a little skill to get good when you're playing.
Get good.
Get good. It follows over time, kind of like an online collective story, which is your war for Super Earth. My cons would be repetitive missions, no real story, and there is no competitiveness because you're always playing with, other people. My initial is a 9 out of 10, and my replay is about a 7 out of 10. If I owned a PS4, it would definitely be part of my library. Mash, what do you think?
Yeah, like you said, it's great to play with a friend. It does have a Starship Troopers feel, which is banging ass. I'm not really a big fan of the top-down shooters, like you said, but this one's actually got me. It's great for being a top-down shooter. It's nice to just pick up and play when you're bored. The one or two cons I got against it is, like you said, it's repetitive. I found myself only playing it for a quick couple of levels, and the hard levels are fucking relentless.
Oh, yeah.
The game just jumps in difficulty from easy to extreme. The first bunch of missions are like a cakewalk in the park, and then you try one of the harder difficulties and it just slaughters you. And, I mean, like you said, there's no real story. I mean, there is, but there really isn't. I guess initially, I would give the Helldivers a 6.5 out of 10. It's great for what it is. It isn't the best game I've ever played. The replay, however, 10 out of 10. I found myself coming back to this game. I mean, really, I only come back to it, though, to play with friends, so it does have a high replay. It's just that due to lack of good couch co-ops and split screens, though, I mean...
This has been Bangerz and Mash. Don't forget to try out Helldivers. Stay tuned. We're always uploading new content. And don't forget to subscribe and like our videos.
Until next time, Mash here speaking for the whole Bangerz and Mash crew, saying fuck off.